Donald Trump and Republicans in Congress claim that America spends too much on things like food stamps, welfare, and foreign aid. But let's look at how the government actually spends your federal tax dollars each year. We're going to look at what's known as the discretionary budget, which has to be reappropriated by Congress each year. Let's start with foreign aid, the conservatives' favorite boogeyman. It's $29 billion a year. That may sound like a lot, but it's only 2% of all discretionary spending. Add all spending on international affairs, it's 4%. What about science and technology, including NASA, the National Science Foundation, and research in clean energy, which conservatives love to hate? Just 3%. The environment and natural resources, money for clean air, safe drinking water, and protecting public lands? Another 3%. Roads, bridges, highways, airports, all transportation funding? Another 3%. Community and regional development? 2%. Law enforcement, the Department of Justice, the entire federal court system? 5%. The Centers for Disease Control, the National Institutes of Health, and rural health clinics? 5%. Food stamps, energy assistance, child care, other income security? Just 6%. Education and workforce training gets just 7%. Veterans' benefits account for 7% of the budget as well. All other government services, including energy, agriculture, and commerce, account for only 1% of the discretionary budget. But that's only 46%. The remaining 54% of annual spending is on the military, which is more spent on the military than the next 7 nations combined. It's huge. It's about the only really big thing the federal government does. You may be thinking, but what about Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, and the Affordable Care Act? By law, these programs are mandatory spending, which don't require Congress to approve funding every year. Americans have paid into Social Security and Medicare over their entire working lives. So if Trump and Republicans in Congress aren't going to cut these programs, they're going to cut this. Why? It's the oldest trick in the Republican playbook. Their goal has always been to make the deepest possible cuts to Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, and the Affordable Care Act in order to make way for more tax cuts for the wealthy and corporations. So when you hear a politician complain that the federal government spends too much on these sorts of things, don't believe it. Here's where the money is really going. Thank you for watching. If you found this video informative, please follow this page.